It's me, Goku!
Vince McMahon and WWE are being sued. But for what? Let's go ahead and get into that. AEW is quietly canceling one of their shows. Nick Khan has sent out a very concerning email that is leading employees to not having the best work ethic, and they believe firings are imminent. Top NXT star is currently injured. MJF gives a passionate speech on Twitter but then deletes it. And potential spoilers on the draft as two main stars are heading to SmackDown from NXT. Our first story for today. WWE tells employees to return to the office work full time. Nick Khan has sent out a letter to his employees reading the following. We are all fortunate to be 3 years, 1 month, and 14 days removed from the moment where stay-at-home orders were put in place. Businesses shuttered, some permanently, and sports seasons canceled. Now some of you are like, why did you smirk right there? Because this man literally counted down the years, months into the days. Okay, that's insane. And then of course he goes on to say, of course at WWE and thanks to all of you, we continue to move forward, never missing a week of production in the safest way possible. He goes on to say that nothing replaces our ability to interact with one another as we collectively continue to build and represent our company. We will all connect better and better. Monday, May 1st will be the start of our full-time return to the office. He goes on to say that for those based in Stanford, our first group has moved to our new headquarters, and the rest of us will be there shortly. We thank you for your patience with this process. If you have not yet seen it, it is a particular workspace that we believe you will all be quite proud of. Thank you for all, Nick Khan. Now, if you guys don't know, WWE recently acquired a new headquarters in Stanford. Their other headquarters were also in Stanford, but they moved it to downtown Stanford. It's like pretty much in the center, right off the highway. So it is a really nice looking building. I am nostalgic. I will always prefer the history of the old building, but it is what it is. This is more or less what the building looks like. And that leads me into my next segment. These same employees are not happy about the office work ethic, and they are concerned about firings. With what's been going on after WrestleMania, it is reason to believe that these people may completely understand why they may soon get terminused. Usually after WrestleMania, sometime leading into the next Premium Live event, they usually do year cuts. Superstars get future endeavored, and we may even also see the executive side of things, people in the buildings getting removed as well. And that is why the concerns are completely understandable. We may see a lot of cuts this year, especially with the interview of Endeavor, where the CEO went on to say that he was going to start trimming the fat and helping WWE the same way he helped out UFC when they first absorbed them. And what he means by that is massive layoffs, cutting costs wherever it is feasible, and it's completely understandable why people think they may be on the road out. Now, personally, I'd never want to see anyone lose their job. But if there was one superstar that you think has not lived up to the hype, comment it down below. The Salt of the Earth has never been one that has been shy of voicing his opinions on Twitter, as he went on to tweet the following. Wrestlers, the fans don't understand that at any given point, we can be paralyzed from the neck down or even die from a maneuver as simple as a body slam. By the way, fans reading this, body slams hurt. Every move hurts. They will keep moving the goalpost on what they deem is good. So before you do something stupid, consider this. Their tweet about your banger gonna pay for your medical bills? Do the right thing. Go in the ring with the intention of winning that match and leaving the ring the same way you entered it. Get the winner's purse and get out. Now, I agree with this entire sentiment. He went on to recently delete this tweet, but I understand where he was coming from. I don't think this was a shot at what happened with Indy and Tiffany Stratton. I think that this was an indie show where a man was literally set on fire. But again, he could have just been saying it from his heart. He usually tweets a lot of things like this sometimes and then deletes it. There's been numerous other times that he's done this, but I understand where he's coming from. The moves hurt, man. I mean, it's, we all know it's predetermined. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this video. But respect to all these people, man. AEW is known to be having quite a bit of programming. As of the time of this recording, they have AEW Dark, AEW Dark Elevation, AEW Dynamite, AEW All Access, AEW Rampage. And for some odd reason, I feel like they have something else, but I can't remember it. Now, we do know that there's a show coming on June 17th called AEW Collision. Or it could be called something else, but it's coming on Saturdays. So, it is reason to believe that in this article, AEW quietly cancels one of its weekly shows. Per Fight TV wrote in the description that the special and final episode of Elevation is a best of, and it's going to be highlighting some of the best matches that have graced our Monday nights over the years. It's possible the Dark Elevation is no longer airing on Just Fight, but with AEW president Tony Khan already having so much content and the expanded launch of the June 17th show, it looks like the decision to stop producing the program has been made. But AEW has yet to comment on the future of the show. Full disclosure. 2 NXT stars are headed to SmackDown. Now, if you guys saw the match last night between Tony D, Stacks, and Pretty Deadly, it'd be safe to assume that the way they're being written off is a clear indication that they're headed to SmackDown. PW Insider Elite reports that the tag team will be backstage at Friday's SmackDown this coming week, and it's the first night of the WWE draft, which will continue on the second night on Monday Night Raw. So it is a clear indication that we could potentially be seeing them get called up. We have yet to see. Another person that is highly in the running for being called up, Cora is another one that has impressed some of the WWE officials, and she may be in the high running for getting called up alongside Roxanne Perez, Ilya Dragunov, which looks like he was written off when he got attacked by Dijak, alongside Grayson Waller. Other notable names were Carmelo Hayes, Zoe Starks, Braun Breaker. So again, Roxanne Perez, if I didn't say her already. So let me know who you'd like to see get called up from NXT. One other person. Andre Chase tweeted out the following when he lost his match against Braun Breaker yesterday. He says, "It's been a hell of a ride. Hashtag WWE NXT. This is a teachable moment. 2 exclamation marks. Quote, new beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. End of quote. Hashtag spring breaking." And as you can see in the time slot, it was posted at 8:53 yesterday on April 25th of 2023 with 206,000 views. Could he be heading to SmackDown? Is Chase U going to SmackDown? Let me know. If you guys did not watch the triple threat between the women last night in the main event between Indy Hartwell, Roxanne Perez, and Tiffany Stratton, there was a point where Tiffany went for a swanton and landed on Indy and Roxanne. Indy landed kind of awkwardly, as you see her leg right there. It's kind of like meh. Her ankle might be kind of done there. Basically, it happened when Stratton did a dive off the top rope onto Hartwell and Roxanne. It was immediately clear that Hartwell was injured on the spot after the weight of her body pushed on her right ankle. Her trainer/doctor was out immediately to check on Hartwell while the match continued. They took her basically to the back, and then she came out and finished it. Hopefully this is not a long-term injury, and best wishes to her for a full recovery. It appears that the match fell apart at some points because of spots that had to be changed since Hartwell was being checked on at ringside. Hartwell was taken to the back but came out in the final moments of the match to retain her title, and it looked like Hartwell was in a lot of pain when she went back in the ring. Yeah, she was definitely like really sloppy and like kind of staggering everywhere, so best wishes to her. Speedy recovery, Indy. Ah, yes. Bison is getting sued. Yes! Yes! Just figured I would show you guys what I meant when I said Bison. According to a story from Bloomberg Law, a lawsuit has been filed against WWE, Vince McMahon, and other executives for allegedly discriminating against a black female writer for objecting to offensively racist and stereotypical jargon that was used in scripts for black wrestlers, including Bianca Belair and Apollo Crews. Bloomberg News wrote, Brittany Abraham's multiple complaints were ignored, and she was pretextually terminated for taking home a WrestleMania branded chair. According to the complaint filed in the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of New York on Monday, Abraham started working for both Raw and SmackDown in 2000. My God. Per the complaint. One of the things referenced in the complaint was Belair allegedly being instructed to say, don't take me off my earrings and beat your ass. It was also stated that Cruz was told to speak with a stereotypical and exaggerated Nigerian accent. Now, if I remember correctly, both of those things actually winded up happening. Abrahams also said that after she complained that she was subject to a number of racist pitches on a Slack thread with Vince and daughter Stephanie McMahon included. Other writers suggested a black male wrestler should dress in a do-rag. That was 05. That was a ECW Vince coming out right there. But the pitch was scrapped when a white writer said that this could perpetuate harmful stereotypes that would offend viewers. There's something else that they speak of, but I'm not going to include that in my video. If you guys want to see the rest of the article, WrestlingNews.co. WWE has yet to respond to the lawsuit. Oh boy. Okay. Well, there it is. There you have it. I mean, she took a chair home. It happens. You should never steal from your workplace. That's rule number one, regardless of how minuscule the item may be. Anything like that can be grounds for them having some sort of leverage against you. Just don't ever take anything, not even a pen. I've never taken anything because I'm like hella paranoid, but I understand where she's coming from with all the other complaints. Let me know your opinions on all this. I'll be biased as when it comes to Roxanne, Gigi Dolan, and a number of other females. Mercedes Monet. Anyways, I don't have time to tell you guys all my favorites because we'd be here all day. But thank you guys so much for watching, man. If you guys went on to enjoy today's video, feel free to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.